Ready for some seriously mind-blowing space facts.
I know I am. Always up for expanding our cosmic horizons, right?
Exactly. And for this deep dive, we're taking inspiration from, well, you, our amazing listeners. You sent in this incredible source, name of source.
Full of unbelievable space facts, the kind that make you go, wait, what?
Seriously. So we're ditching the usual space trivia. We're going deep, uncovering the weird, the wild, and the truly thought-provoking stuff about the universe.
Stuff that'll make you see space in a whole new light.
Okay, first stop, Venus, our super hot neighbor. But forget the heat for a second. Did you know a day on Venus is longer than its year?
Yeah, it's kind of mind-bending, isn't it?
Totally. Explain it. How is that even possible?
So picture this. Venus spins on its axis incredibly slowly, like really slowly. It takes a whopping 243 Earth days for just one rotation.
Wow, that's longer than some of my to-do lists.
Right. But here's the kicker. Its orbit around the sun is much faster. Venus zips around the sun in just 225 Earth days.
So on Venus, you'd celebrate your birthday before sunrise.
Exactly. Imagine that. The sun would rise in the west and set in the east, and a year would be over before a single day ended.
If I'm getting a headache just thinking about it.
Yeah.
But seriously, that's wild. It really makes you think about how we measure time, you know?
Totally. And how a planet's rotation can shape, well, everything. I mean, imagine the impact on life if it existed there.
Speaking of extremes, let's jump from the furnace of Venus to the ultimate cosmic freezer.
The Boomerang Nebula.
The coldest known place in the entire universe.
Colder than space itself. How is that even possible?
We have to understand, empty space doesn't really have a temperature in the way we usually think about it.
Yeah.
Temperature measures how fast particles are moving. And in the vast emptiness of space, there just aren't that many particles bouncing around.
Right. Makes sense.
But the Boomerang Nebula, now it's this cloud of gas and dust, but it's incredibly spread out. And it's rapidly expanding, like blowing out from a dying star at its center.
And all that expansion causes it to cool.
Exactly. To a mind-boggling negative 458 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't even imagine that kind of cold. It's amazing how, even in the emptiness of space, there are these pockets of extreme temperatures, right?
It just shows you how much power is out there, even in the seemingly quiet void.
Okay, from one extreme to another. Let's talk about something a bit more glamorous, shall we? Diamond rain.
Now that's a weather forecast I can get behind.
Right. So where do I sign up for this celestial bling shower?
Pack your bags for Neptune and Uranus. Those ice giants are where it's at.
Seriously.
Seriously. Deep inside those planets, the pressure is unbelievable. We're talking intense. It's so intense that it can actually squeeze carbon atoms together, forming diamonds.
No way.
And these diamonds, we believe, actually rain down through the planet's atmosphere.
Diamond rain. I can't even fathom it. It makes our rain look like, well, just water.
But how do we know this is actually happening? We can't exactly send a probe with an umbrella, can we?
No, not quite. But scientists use some pretty incredible tools to study these planets.
Like, well, sophisticated models and experiments that simulate the conditions inside these planets. We also look at light passing through the atmospheres. All the data points to diamond rain.
That's unbelievable. It just shows how extreme conditions can create the most unexpected things.
It's a reminder that we should never underestimate the power of the universe to surprise us.
Okay, from the coldest nebula to diamond rain. The universe clearly loves a good spectacle. But let's come back to our own neck of the woods for a bit. Our sun. It might seem kind of ordinary compared to diamond rain, but it's pretty mind-blowing in its own right, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The sun is a giant nuclear reactor churning away, constantly fusing hydrogen into helium.
Talk about an energy bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. And the energy it releases is
Yeah.
just mind-boggling. It's so massive that it makes up 99.86% of the total mass of our entire solar system.
Whoa, so the planets, asteroids, comets, they're practically just crumbs.
Pretty much. You could fit 1.3 million Earths inside the sun.
That is wild. And to think, even a star as massive as our sun is just a tiny speck in the grand scheme of the cosmos.
Right. Just a pinprick on the cosmic canvas.
Okay, speaking of cosmic giants, let's talk about black holes, those enigmatic objects that mess with space and time.
Ah, yes. Black holes. Imagine a region of space-time where gravity is so strong, so intense, that absolutely nothing can escape. Not even light.
That's terrifying.
It's definitely powerful. And they form when massive stars collapse at the end of their lives. The cores get crushed into an infinitely dense point. We call it a singularity.
Okay, so if light can't escape, How do we even know black holes exist?
We can't see them directly, no, but we can see their effects on everything around them. We can see stars orbiting around seemingly empty space or detect X-rays emitted by matter being pulled in.
So it's like seeing the footprints, even if we can't see the monster itself.
Exactly. As for whether they're portals, well, that's still up for debate.
Right, the whole wormhole thing.
Exactly. Some physicists believe that black holes could be connected to other parts of the universe, maybe even other universes entirely.
Like cosmic shortcuts.
Yeah. Through these hypothetical structures we call wormholes. It's definitely a fascinating concept.
But still theoretical. Right.
For now, we're a long way from proving that.
Well, it's amazing to think about. And it's a reminder that we still have so much to learn about the universe. The more we discover, the more questions we have.
Totally. Okay, let's shift gears again. Let's talk about something a bit more, well, solid. Have you heard of Olympus Mons on Mars?
Yeah, isn't that the biggest volcano in the solar system?
That's the one. It's a behemoth of a volcano.
Give me a sense of scale. How big are we talking?
Okay, so picture this. It towers 13.6 miles high. That's almost 3 times taller than Mount Everest.
Wow.
And its base is so wide. I'm talking the size of Arizona. It's truly massive,
Right.
a testament to the power of volcanic activity.
I mean, can you imagine standing on the summit of that thing, looking out at the Martian landscape? It's mind-boggling. And it makes you wonder if humans will ever get to explore something that colossal up close.
Now, that would be a sight to see. It definitely fuels the imagination.
Speaking of the future, here's something to ponder. Our own Milky Way galaxy is on a collision course with Andromeda.
A galactic collision. That sounds catastrophic.
I know, right? Straight out of a sci-fi movie.
It's actually happening. Though don't worry, it's a slow-motion collision. I'm talking billions of years. But in about 4.5 billion years, the Milky Way and Andromeda will start to merge.
What does that even look like? Do galaxies just smash together?
Not exactly. Think of it more like a blending. The spiral arms of the galaxies intertwine in this grand cosmic dance.
And will everything get destroyed?
No, it's not a destruction. Stars are actually so far apart that they're not likely to collide.
Oh.
Instead, the galaxies will slowly combine and eventually form a single, larger elliptical galaxy.
Wow. It's hard to wrap my head around that kind of time scale. Billions of years, galaxies merging.
Right. It really puts things in perspective, doesn't it?
Totally. It makes our human problems and worries seem so small in comparison.
It's a reminder that the universe is constantly changing. It's not static. It's this incredible, ever-evolving tapestry of cosmic events.
This deep dive has been incredible. So many unbelievable facts, extreme environments, mind-blowing concepts. I'm left with a sense of awe, just thinking about the vastness and mystery of space.
It makes you wonder what else is out there, right? I mean, are there other planets with even stranger day-year relationships than Venus? What other incredible phenomena are waiting to be discovered?
So much to explore. Thanks for joining us on this incredible journey. Until next time, keep looking up and keep those cosmic questions coming.
And never stop being curious about the wonders of the universe.
Absolutely.